It's really not easy to talk about this, but I want to talk about kratom opioid dependency and how it's different from addiction, even though they are very adjacent. I don't want to be addicted. I first got addicted to kratom because I would fatigue out at work due to depression, and most of my chronic depression that I've had my whole adult life and much of my childhood has been from not being able to have the solitude that I need for creative space and to be able to think, because I have a very hard time focusing, and so other people and things around me are very distracting, and I get very scatterbrained from it. And kratom helped me focus, helped me feel a little more functional. But like anything, the diminished returns eventually happen. And that's where you end up feeling just as bad when your receptors fatigue. Regardless of what you're using, you go back to a lower baseline with even the help of the substances. And it's very difficult. It's very difficult to recover from. I've quit it before, but I've been at such a low state the last few years. After a long time of not being able to afford a place where I can have solitude. And the reason I haven't been able to afford that is because it's so stressful for me to do any kind of schooling, to get any kind of degree, because it's a lot of work for me to focus when I don't have the focus to begin with, and when I fatigue very easily. And so, yeah, it's kind of a catch-22. And also, the older I get, the more lonely I feel. I used to love times of solitude, and I still need times of solitude, but I also need affection, just like anyone does, and physical touch, and that's where oxytocin comes in. And so without that, it's even more doubling down on depression. And so to not have that or success in my life, those are the three main things. To be able to have times of solitude, a place where you can have the solitude and creative time you need, be able to have intimacy and affection in your life, and to be able to have a certain amount of success in your life. And I don't even have a cat anymore. Our cat passed away, and a roommate's allergic to cats and dogs anyway. So, and also I'm jobless because I got so stressed out. The withdrawals from kratom is where I'm getting at with the dependency issues. I don't want to be addicted. I want to be free of all addiction. But it really does help me. Except for the withdrawals are just so anxiety inducing and so depressing. I feel like I don't have energy to go out and spend with friends. I don't have energy to work. I don't have energy to study or focus on anything. And I've already struggled with that before the dependency. And now that I'm dependent on it, it's even more difficult. So I'm kind of in this place where I'm stuck in life, and I want to bring awareness about it because a lot of people don't understand. It's a lot easier to understand for someone who has some kind of medical condition and chronic pain. But when you have mental health issues and severe depression, as a result of the things I've talked about, it makes just ordinary day-to-day life very difficult. And I have been actively working hard to taper, but the anxiety and the depression is insufferable.